Good morning. The forecast, Dylan's in for Al this morning. Finally, some rain out in the northeast. Too much rain, I guess, in the northwest.
Exactly. There's a lot going on both coasts. So let's first take you through the East Coast, where we have had such issues with the drought recently and the fire danger. While the rain is about to move in, it'll slide in to the East Coast as we go through this afternoon into this evening. We'll see some heavier rain start to take hold tonight into early tomorrow morning. This develops into an area of low pressure that just kind of meanders through Friday. And on the back side of it, we could see enough cold air wrap in that the higher elevations, even across northwestern New Jersey, could end up with some snow out of this storm system. We are looking at about 1 to 3 inches of rain. That is much needed rain and will certainly help with our fire conditions. Maybe not so much with the drought, but it's a start. And with 1 to 3 inches of rain in the forecast, that is good news. In the higher elevations back through the Appalachians, we could see about 6 to 9, maybe even 12 inches of snow. Now on the West Coast, a lot of terms to throw at you here. We've got this bomb cyclone. When a center of a storm drops 24 millibars in 24 hours, it's called bombogenesis, and it creates this bomb cyclone. This one dropped 66 millibars, so it's very intense, so intense that as it wraps around this area of low pressure, it draws in this atmospheric river of moisture. This is basically just moisture coming in off the Pacific Ocean, and it dumps it this time around across northern California and southwestern Oregon. Now, if we were to put this on a scale, we would call this, I'd say, extreme to exceptional. We are going to see several inches of rain, perhaps even feet of rain in some areas, up to 15 inches expected along the coast. Then as far as the mountains are concerned, we could see about 2 to 3 feet of snow in the higher elevations. So there's a lot going on. That's a look at the weather across the country. We'll get to your local forecast in the next 30 seconds.
Let's go over to Dylan, who's got a check of the weather.
Good morning again, guys. We do have a lot going on. That storm that's going to make its way into the East Coast, bringing some much-needed rain. We've got that storm affecting the West Coast that's going to bring up to a foot or more of rain to parts of California and 2 to 3 feet of snow in the mountains. We also have blizzard conditions across parts of North Dakota. We're going to see snowy and windy conditions through Minnesota, even into western Wisconsin. So really, we're running the gamut of all kinds of weather across the country. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. I love that. It's so great. All right, we do have some pretty nasty weather coming in across the country. The specific storm is going to bring over a foot of rain to parts of northwestern California, even more when it comes to snow, up to 3 feet of snow in the mountain ranges. We have blizzard conditions with snow and wind across the northern plains, the upper Midwest, and then we have rain right now through the Appalachians. This is going to move eastward through the day, eventually hitting the East Coast, some much needed rain, but on the backside of it, colder air works in. We could see some snow, especially through the Appalachians. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. I know what I'm doing. And that's your latest forecast.
I enjoyed that with Lauren.
Well, I know, it's fun.
I mean,
what? Which part?
the best part of the morning.
That's what Craig was talking about the last day.
Okay. Best pop star. Best part of the morning.
Best show I've seen on Broadway.
Wow, looks good. That's a lot coming from you.
I see just about everything.
Nice
it is a good time.
You
I think that was my audition.
You mastered that staircase. That's impressive. Joe, thanks for that. P. Jimmy collaboration is on sale now.
We got some.
Look at that.
I love PJs. These are cute.
Thank you, Carson. Thank you, Jimmy.
Fantastic.
Jimmy.
Cute.
My color, too.
And Jimmy's.
Very cute. Oh, I love this kind of
Very
art.
nice.
Oh, guys, Richard Gere is here. Yeah. He's taking on a major TV role, a new political thriller. Tell us that. Coffee card.
Hey guys, in case you were wondering where I was, I'm just getting a quick caffeine fix at our Ninja Coffee Cart. We do have some pretty nasty weather moving across dangerous conditions with over a foot of rain expected in California. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. And that's your latest forecast.
All right, Dylan, thank you. Coming up next, Hollywood icon Richard